Okay, hello guys. Uh, Good afternoon, good noon, good morning. This is me, Sarmad Rabbani, with Master. He is one of my childhood friends, and we have been, trading from the last uh, roughly 2 years together. And today we will be discussing the weekly review with you guys, and also sharing the framework that we have learned from TTrades and AM trades. Obviously, uh, there is nothing that we have developed for invented ourselves, but everything is learned from the public sources. So this will also be a closing of my journal for the month of June, and it will also be an opening for the journal of July. So let's look at the charts here. So the pairs I am looking at are EURUSD, GBPUSD, Gold USD, NAS, and then ES. These are the pairs I'm looking at, and I will be sharing with you guys the uh, trades that I took on these pairs. So a small application that I made using Claude and other AI tools. It is a journal. It is a local application for my own desktop. So we are using that application for you know taking keeping our trades and journaling our trades. So I will show you guys my journal here, and then we will move on to looking at the trades. So let's wait for it to open. I guess I did click on it. Shoo, 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 shoo. So Matt, you can introduce yourself in the meantime.
All right. Yes. Hi. Good morning, guys. No, good afternoon. So yeah, my name is Umar. As Sarmat mentioned, that we've been together since childhood, and it's been a hell of a journey together, all the ups and downs. And talking about when we started the trading, was not easy, you know, to understand things as a complete beginner, because we don't really had a mentor in our lives. So what we did is we kept on, learning new concepts and, you know, like working on ourselves together. Been spending like 18 to 20 hours in the chart, on the screen, looking at the charts. But at the end, what we understood that it's better to, follow a repetitive thing, so that you can be consistent in the long run. So that's what we found after watching the video of AM trades and T trades. So we found it really simple. Also, talking about journal, that is also very user friendly. So following these steps, the strategy introduced by AM and T trades together, and actively monitoring our trade setups and journaling it, it really helped us a lot, to understand where we are standing. So yeah,
Okay.
that's all from my side. Now we're going to show you how has the week been for us. And yeah, over to you, Sir Mukund.
Yeah. So thank you, Matt. So first of all, this is the trading journal that uh, I have, you know, not coded myself obviously, but through the use of AI. So what it shows me the total number of trades and the win and losses, the win rate and the average RR that I am taking. So these are the recent trades. Some of them are, I think, till ninth trade. These are the paper trades. The rest from 10 to 21, all of these are the real trades that I have took on my 5K account on Funding Pips. So let's review these trades, and we will after we review these trades, we will go over to the system metrics and look at these system metrics also, and also the weekly performance, and then the psychology versus performance for this month. So this was the trade, and let's look at this trade. So if I double click on this trade, it will open up the trade details window, which is this one. It is a little bit slow because the it is made in Tkinter, which is a Python library, so not no need to go into the programming side, but it is a little bit slow. I'm working on a new version of the trading journal. So this trade was taken on pair, which is other category. Basically, this is ES. So the result was loss, and the RR, I had -1 R here, and the long-term bias for ES is bullish, and this was taken on Friday. This is 3 July. So daily narrative is that does support expansion? Yes, it does. Is it a sweep or continuation model? It is a sweep model, which means that we are trading the candle 3, which is C3 candle after we had C2 as the sweep. And if we are taking the C4, if we are trading the daily C4 candle, then I would have written here continuation, or if we were playing the C5, I would have written here continuation. Was there a daily target available? No. And was the daily invalidation intact? Yes. And then we have the daily profile, which is the step 2 when we are trading this AM trades model. So we had the London reversal, which means that the 1 a.m. candle, it gave us the reversal, and we were taking the continuations in New York. The profile was aligned, yes, and the profile invalidation was intact, which means that 1 a.m. candle profile, 1 a.m. candle's equilibrium was intact. I will show you the images right now here. Then we have the third step, which is 1 hour 30-minute commitment, and then CSD for entry. So commitment means that we have to either look for 1 hour or 30-minute C2 closure or C3 closure, because it will show that price is committed towards going into your direction. So we had the wick confirmed uh, using this fractal model of TTrades, which is C2 or C3 closure on 1 hour or 30-minute. So we had the invalidation intact on 1 hour and 30-minute, yes, and we had PSP and SMT both. So the entry notes which I have written here are: entry was taken as a continuation when price confirmed the high of the day in London. New York open manipulated price up, and then we had 5-minute continuation order block. So from the risk and psychology perspective, the risk was 0.1%. Actually, I have risked 0.5, so there are small tweaks that I have to do in this journal. And then TP was at 2 RRES, New York only, and then psychology was good. And I have written here in the improvement notes that I would definitely take this trade in future, since it was a good trade with all the confluences I wanted from the market. So now if you look at the daily perspective here, we have short-term highs here swept, and then this was like Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So Monday to Thursday, I was expecting this to be as the high of the week, and then we can go and give us the price can give us 2 hour in this range. There is a slight, you can say, a negative side of this uh, market condition, that we have a high resistance area, because this Thursday swept Wednesday's high and Wednesday's low. So we had a high resistance area here, in which this might be the cause of loss, but I think this was a good trade. So this was daily, and then we had the 7 hour profiling here. This is 1 a.m. candle, and this is 1800 hours candle, and then this is 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. Gave us the C2 closure, and then we had high to the closing price, and then this is the invalidation point. This indicator is showing it in this in a light pink color. Also, this 1 a.m. candle was a PSP, and it was also an SMT with NAS here. So multiple confluences that this high needs to hold, and so our profile was confirmed here. And then if we go over to the 30-minute, this is the 30-minute chart, we had the reversal here in London, and then we have C2 closure after the SMT. This is the C2 closure on 30-minute, and then this from open, from the high to the closing, we have the invalidation point in yellow here. And then this was the trade I took here. When we had 5-minute shift in price, I could have waited for this continuation order block, this red one, to be created for more confirmation, but I think this was good enough to take, because we had initial reversal and then we had the continuation here. So it doesn't matter, two of the most basic things that were not aligning with this market uh, in favor of my short trade was this first one, that we had a high resistance area, and secondly, the it was bank holiday, US bank holiday, so I completely ignored that. I didn't know that we had bank holiday. So we have also have
Yeah,
Usman
now
here.
these are,
Nice.
sorry to cut you off, Samuel, but yeah, what I was trying to say, like, these are the things that we need to focus on.
Yeah.
We're not really, looking into the FX street.
Yeah.
So we need to focus on these things, understanding the fundamentals as well.
Yeah.
So if the fundamentals are also, aligning with the structure, and if we can see that, okay, we can get a expansion today,
Yeah.
then, I mean, we have to neglect those losses. So yeah, you go ahead, sir.
Okay, so guys, we have Usman here. He is also one of our early childhood friends, and he is also a very good trader, actually the best among us. And
Yeah, he's the big man.
yeah, he's the big guy. Usman,
He's the big guy.
I think he is here, or he might be just listening to us. Okay, so let's look at the next trade here on it is again on NAS. This was the long-term bias, and this was a win, and we had 2 hour, all the rules were followed here. So let's look at this trade uh, on NAS here, on ES, sorry, because the other pairs, this is ES. I will update my journal for the month of July. So I took this trade on 1 July. 1 July is Wednesday. This is Wednesday. So the daily narrative, what was the daily narrative? We had daily supports expansion. Yes, it does. It was a continuation setup, because we were playing C4 candle, and then we had a daily target, and then daily invalidation was intact. Then the daily profile, we had the New York reversal, and profile was aligned, and profile invalidation is not intact. The reason is this, the reason is because when we have a New York reversal, we don't know actually the where is the invalidation point until the uh, 8 a.m. candle closes or 7 a.m. candle closes. So yeah, this doesn't matter here. So From 1 hour and 30-minute commitment, we confirmed, and commitment invalidation was not intact. And then obviously this is because, again, the candle we are trying to take a trade in is the New York reversal candle, so we don't have any invalidation point. There was no SMT or PSP. Entry was taken as a New York reversal into expansion since my bias was bullish. So after price manipulated the sell side liquidity at New York Open, I took the entry on 1 minute after first presented fair value gap inversed. So why this was a more aggressive entry? Because the daily profile was very good. The daily was supporting expansion, so it was obvious that price wanted to go up. And if we align that with New York Open, we know that indices, they tend to give us the manipulation exactly at 9:30, like most of the times. So it was good enough confidence that we have to trade the New York Open on indices. So risk and psychology, risk was 0.5% actually, and then TP was 2 RR New York only, and psychology was good enough. I would take this type of trades in the future, but the important thing to note is that indices are to be traded at New York Open. This is the thing that uh, I I have, like you can say, another rule for indices, because this is important. At New York Open, they will give you their actual uh, intention. So let's look at the daily narrative from the uh, US 500 index, which is ES. So you can see we had C2 candle, C3 here, C4 here, and then I was playing C5. So this is a continuation candle. Does daily support expansion? Yes, it does, because we have this high and then this high as drawn liquidity, and also we are this candle closed above the previous candle's high, and then this candle closed above the previous candle's high. So this current day, which is Wednesday, it should you know we can expect price to expand here. So daily was a very clean profile here. Daily was working very good. And from the 7 hour perspective, if we look, this is the 1800 hours candle, this is the London candle. So and initially I was expecting this London candle, since it did a C2 closure here, so I was expecting price to move from the invalidation point of London. This was the low, and then this was the closing price. So I was expecting price to move from invalidation point of London, which initially I did get a loss here, but price ended up taking out the London low, and then it created a setup here, and then it moved up. Exactly, if we look on 1 hour, this is the setup that we had on 1 hour. We had the fair value gap, sell side liquidity was rated exactly at 9:30, and then price went up. So this was a 2022 ICD model, so I took this model. So this was the 7 hour, and same screenshots because I have to cover 7 hour and 1 hour again. So 1 hour was this, and then this was the entry 9:30. You can see this is here it is written 9:30, so you can see 9:30 manipulated price down, which is not a good uh, this is a fake manipulation, since we know that our daily profile, it supports bullish expansion. So this was the first presented fair value gap, and you can see we had down close candles which were broken up. So we had continuation order blocks on 1 minute. So when price moved up, again moved down, and then created this again another continuation order block. So I took this trade, and then this was a clean 1:2 here. It was a good trade. I took this trade, and then I held this trade towards the these I think I held towards this previous day high only. So total I got 2 hour here, and then the partials were running, so I got 3 hour from this trade. So another trade, this is the ES trade. So I would you know move directly towards the screenshots, because this is the same trade as the previous one, because everything is aligned here. The only difference is that The uh, entry was good. The we can because we had 1 a.m. candle and SMT between the 5-minute lows. This was the trade I would take in future. It was a good setup. Only thing to improve is that is taking trades on indices after the session opens. This is the important thing that I have to remember, because the profile was good. You can see daily was good. This is the same screenshot as the previous trade. Profile was good here also because we had 1 a.m. Reversal. But what actually made price go up was this New York Open. So you can see I took this trade on 1 a.m. candle here. We had C2 closure here, and this was the next candle that 7 a.m. candle that start 8 a.m. candle that started here. So this is the 8 a.m. candle, starting from this vertical line, if you can see. So we had price moving down, taking out sell side liquidity, doing creating an SMT with NAS, and then we had immediate volume here. So I took this trade here, and then price eventually on 9:30 went back down into the fair value gap, took out this sell side liquidity, which was the previous trade. So I had to take the trade again from here, and then I capitalized on this move. So this was also a good trade, but the only thing that you have to remember is always take trades indices, especially on New York Open. So then again, NAS was the same idea as ES because they are closely related pairs. I would just show you the daily profile. So again, the daily profile here, if you can see, this is the day C2 candle. We had previous day's lows swept here, and then this day closed, C3 closed strongly above the C2 candle high, and then C4 candle closed strongly above the C3 candle high. So we can expect continuation on this day towards this previous day high, or towards this rejection block, or this high. We also had a daily order block. So again, the daily profile is clean. This is good. So this was the profile which was not aligned with the bullish expansion, because you can see 18 100 hour candle and then 1 a.m. candle, they are straight away moving down, and then this is the basic profile that we expect from price when we are going bearish. But in this case we are going bullish, so we cannot expect this to be a very you can say high probability profile to go bullish. So if this was a bullish candle, and then London was also a bullish candle, then I would have uh, taken this trade, you know, with a much better risk. But you can say this is the not the best profile if you want to take a trade when we are going bullish. This is a bearish profile on 7 hour. So what happened? We had the 1 hour fair value gap again. So uh, this is the 1 hour screenshot. So we had 1 hour C2 closure here. So this was the commitment of price after 9:30, and this is the same trade that I took on NAS after the 9:30 manipulated price, and then we had 1 minute shifting price up. So this was again the 2022 model. So from 1 hour fair value gap and 1 hour sell side liquidity swap, this was the immediate buy side that price had to go and take out. So this was the 1:2 hour that I took. The uh, loss again on this day was, I know I overtraded this day, but there was opportunity available and my risk was low. So yeah. So again, the same profile, and this was the 7 hour profile, and then we had the 1 hour again like this. At the time of trade, this was 1 hour. I was trading the C2 candle. So the idea was we had PSP here with ES on 7 hour, and this was also a bullish candle on ES, not really a bullish candle but a bullish doji candle on ES, and NAS was taking out the low of the 1 a.m. candle, but ES was not currently taking out the low of this 1 a.m. candle. So This was the SMT that was present. So I had 5 minute shift here and then 5 minute continuation on block here. So I took the entry, but it ended up taking me out. Doesn't matter. This 930 manipulation, and then I took the 1 minute entry here again. So overall, this was a good day because if we look -1, 2, 1, and then 0, 2, and then so overall, still it was a 2 hour day. Again, we had GU. This was again taken on 1 July, still in this week. So let's look at this trade also. This was a break even trade and break even, and then daily did support expansion. It was a C3 candle we were playing. We had a sweep model, and then target was available daily and validation was intact. The profile reversal was Asian reversal, so this means that we are taking the trade on you can say London, because this is the Asian reversal, so I must be taking a trade on London. That is why I have written Asian reversal here. But let's look at the screenshots. So profile was aligned, no. Profile invalidation, no. So you can see, then when we have these when we journal these our trades, this break even, we straight away get the answer why this was a break even, because profile was not aligned, profile invalidation was not intact. So there, these are the things that make us you know identify patterns in our trading when we journal. So straight away I know that this was a break even because of these two things. So 1 hour commitment, and then we had commitment, we had the 1 hour invalidation intact, yes, and then we had PSP and SMT. So 4 hour SMT and PSP was giving me the indication to take sells in the 7 hour candle. So again, even though in the model we don't use 4 hour, I still used 4 hours. So again, the reason we have BE, and even though the profile was not aligned, so it is important that the profile should be aligned, and this SMT and PSP is optional, like it is an additional confluence. Profile should be aligned. Technically, the SL placement was not good. If the SL was above the fair value gap, then it would have hit 2 RR easily. So this is again at this time when I was writing this entry, uh, this was technically correct, but now since I am reviewing my trades, I know this was the excuse I was giving myself. So this is clearly an excuse. So risk and psychology was good enough. I need to be selective about trades. Yes, good improvement notes. So let's see the daily profile. We had continuation days clearly. So again, the what I was expecting was price to go and give us, sells from after sweeping these highs towards these lows. But since we had a sweep of sell side liquidity and then CSD above the last down closed candles, so we had a shift in the structure of price on, like the structure of daily was already shifted and price was currently in daily bullish order block. So it was better to take bullish entries here in these continuation days. And yeah, so this was the 7 hour profile. This was 1700 candle. This was the zero, like 1200 hours. Yeah, you can say midnight open candle. So you can see, if I had to take sells, there was no profile alignment. Let's say this candle does not exist, we cannot say that this profile supports sells. So clearly this was a mistake on my part, because I was very focused on the 4 hour PSP and SMT, which doesn't matter in our model. So uh, this was the 1 hour screenshot here. You can see we had 4 hour SMT PSP, and then again there is no visible C2 closure which we can say with a valid and validation point to take a trade away from. Like there is nothing clear here. if like this candle was sweeping our previous candle's high and then we had a C2 closure, might it might be possible that we could have taken these C3 and C4 candles as sells on 5 minute, but clearly there are failure swings on 1 hour here. And then again the 15-minute trade was this. We had the initial reversal and then we had the continuation order block. So the if I was talking about this fair value gap, if the SL was above this fair value gap, then it was a 2 hour, but when SL was above this high, it did not hit 2 hour. So again, when price has to expand in your direction, 2 hour will be easily given by price. It doesn't matter if you place your SL here or if you place your SL here. So this was a break even trade. Again, uh, good enough risk management, I guess. I at least avoided a loss. And the same trade was taken on EURUSD. We had a win in this trade because this was a very weak pair and everything was aligned here. You can see daily supports expansion. We had the C3 candle we were playing, we had daily target available, we had daily invalidation intact, and the important thing is that we had the 7 hour profile aligned and then 7 hour profile invalidation was intact. So again the 1 hour and 30 minute was also committing towards the idea, and we have the PSP. So this is the reason we had the win here. So this same thing was not aligned on GU and we had break even, but it was aligned on Euro USD, so we had a win. And then psychology was good. I would definitely take the trade in future. So this is the trade that we had on Euro. We had the previous week high SMT, which was pointed out by Omer when we were live, and then we had C2 closure. We had previous days highs swept and price was closing back down in the range. So this C3 candle, we can clearly take this trade towards these failure swings or towards this new week opening gap. And I was also expecting, and even Umair was also expecting this low to be taken out, but price did not take this out. So it doesn't matter, we have to take out our 2 hour. Then the 7 hour profile, clearly this is the 7 hour profile that was you can say in play. It was going good. We had the 1700 hours candle, we had the midnight candle, and then we had the 7 a.m. candle, uh, all of them moving towards the lows, all of them expanding down. So this was the basic profile that we have when we are taking cells. And then on the 1 hour, if we look, we had this C2 candle, and then this was the 7 a.m. candle starting here. So from high to the closing price, the invalidation point was intact, so entry was taken here, and this was the entry. 1 hour invalidation was intact, then we had 15-minute reversal, then we had 15-minute CSD. So price was breaking down, so I took this trade here. It was better to uh, cover this order block, so price went down, and then again we had 2 hour here on your USD. The target was also these lows, and yeah, these lows also, these specific lows, because they were the consolidation lows here. So yeah, this was the win. I guess this is for the week, I believe. These are the trades. These are some of the trades I took on. I took like week before the last week. So this is the last trade we will look at, and then we will go towards Umair, and he will tell you about psychology and risk management. So this was again BE. You see daily expansion. It does daily support expansion? No. So again, straight away when we have the daily narrative as it doesn't support expansion, then obviously it will be a BE. Then we had a sweep model, like we were trading C3 candle. Then we had target available. We had daily invalidation intact. It was a London reversal. Profile was aligned. Profile invalidation was intact. We did not have the 1 hour or 30-minute invalidation intact. We did not have any SMT or PSP. This was the trade I took based on volume in the market, but I did not set the TP at 2 RR. It did hit the 2 RR, but then I had to close it on PV. Obviously, it was a mistake on my part because I did not take the TP on 2 RR. So this was the lesson learned that day. I have to set the TP at 2 RR and keep the RR and risk fixed. This was a good day, I remember. So uh, this was the C2 candle, and C3 does support expansion. I think I missed this thing here. It does support expansion. The profile was aligned and everything was aligned. It does support expansion because we have a C2 candle and then this is the C3 candle. So again, if we look at the 7 hour profile, this is the London candle and this is the New York candle. So we had 1800 hours here and then London expanded in our direction. So this was the trade. This was the New York candle. We can expect price to move up. So again, uh, we had some relatively, you can say, failure swings on 1 hour or 30 minutes because this low and then this lower double bottom. So I was expecting price to take this low out first, and then we can take the trade on lower time frames. So you can see this 30-minute specific, this 30-minute candle, it closed above the body and also the high of the previous 30-minute candle. So this is a 30-minute, you can say C3 candle, a C3 closure, sorry. So invalidation point from the low to the closing of this high. So this was the invalidation point. Price was respecting this invalidation point. And if you go over to the 15-minute, I took the entry directly because I knew that price needs to sweep this, you can say, yeah, low, and then this was the lowest point that price created, and then we had 15-minute CST here. So I took the trade here. 2 hour was around here, but for the sake of screenshot, I intentionally put my sticker, you know, above, so I can show you that this was a BE trade. I did hit 2 hour on this trade, but this was a mismanagement on my part. I would have, you know, taken profits here, but you, it was a lesson that it always take 90% or 80% off at 2 hour and then the rest run after, you know, uh, putting your SL on break even. If it doesn't, it doesn't really, uh, gives you any benefit when you are holding the trade till 5 hour and then you have not taken even partials and you are hitting break even after this good move. So yeah, these were the some of the recent trades that I took last week. So overall I have 48% win rate with 2 RR. This is good enough. And then psychology was, this is the weekly R performance. All of the trades you can see they are on 2R except one. This was the trade that was on euro, I guess. This was the trade I took 1 hour, and then all of the losses they are exactly on 1 hour. Why these, what is this showing me? This is showing me that I have a fixed RR and then I have a fixed risk, because minus 1 hour means that I have 0.5% risk. The day I go above 0.5 risk, then I will go minus 2 hour, minus 1 hour, or whatever the loss will be. Psychology versus performance, it shows that the on losses, like on minus 1 hour, what was my psychology? So you can see more, this is the darker blue. So this means that multiple trades were good psychology, that the like psychology was good here. But I told you that these three trades that were taken on, I guess, last the Friday before the last Friday, I guess that was the day. I journaled them a little bit late. These were the trades that my psychology was bad. Why? Because I was very close to being stuck in the same loop of over trading and revenge trading. So that is why I marked this these trades also, so that I can know that my psychology was bad in these days. So I did recover from these areas, and Alhamdulillah, I am now up. Like my account is not in product. So one of the trades was psychology was bad. One psychology was 1 out of 5, and then obviously in these 3 trades again the psychology was bad. But you can see all the trades then where I hit TP, my psychology is going good enough, and I also have neutral psychology around the break even trades. So like you can say psychology is doing good. It doesn't matter what else we want to see. Okay, so the equity is going good enough. This if we focus on this last week, so it is rising in like a bullish trend. I hope it does not sweep this liquidity here, but obviously the equity is also going good. We have a good win rate, and then we have it is again showing the same thing. All the wins are taken on 2 hour, all the losses are taken on -1 hour, all the break evens are on 0 hour, which is obviously BE means 0 hour. And which pair is doing good? So NAS is at this time doing good because NAS is a good pair. I do take trades on NAS and ES very you can say carefully, so that is why NAS is doing good. Performance by long-term bias, bullish or bearish. So I always knew that I am very good in taking sells. Like I realized this in like very early in the stages of trading. So already it is showing in this graph. Reversal by New York. Obviously, New York reversals are very good because they have good volume. If you stick to your bias, then you will crack the New York reversal, and they will give you good trades. And this July, I have taken 12 trades, and then June I took 8 trades. Obviously, it was like the last week of June, but let's see what happens in July. Win rate of last 20 trades, it is around if it is above 40%, it is good. If it is rolling around 50%, it is good. If it goes below 40%, that is bad. And this is the same chart as psychology and performance. So over to Omer. uh, I think Omer wants to wrap it up the live by talking
Yes.
about risk management and psychology. And if you want, Omer, you can also share your screen and show the show our guys to take how do you look at market and what was your perspective around the market in the last week.
Okay. Can we do it any other day? Because right now I'm a bit busy and I want to go somewhere
Yes,
with the family.
sure.
So
No
can we do
worries.
it on another day, Sarmad?
Yeah, sure. I'm planning. Yes, sure. I am planning every week. Like I want to have a weekly review every week, so we will be doing it every week. And since you are my buddies,
Yeah,
so yes, we will do.
of course, of course. Let's do it on the end of the next week, right?
Yes, sure.
Now, okay. Perfect, perfect.
So, guys, this was the weekly review for the previous week, obviously from 29th June to 1 July. Uh, I hope you guys did learn something from whatever my journey is. So, pray for me, and then God bless you all. Thank you, guys.